diagram, S arrow is parallel to UW. Angle WVT is equal to S degrees. Angle VUT is equal to Y degrees. Angle arrow SV equal to 45 degrees, and angle VTU equal to 20 degrees. Use this diagram to answer questions 21 and 22. Question 21. Find the value of S. The question says S arrow is parallel to VW. That is from here. The two lines are parallel. So 45 and S, they are equal corresponding angle. So S is equal to 45 degrees. Option B is the correct option. Number 22, calculate the value of Y. If you look at triangle VUT, angle S is exterior to Y and 20, and you have it that exterior angle is equal to sum of the two opposite interior angles. So you have it in this form, and S is 45 degrees. So you have Y plus 20 degrees equal to 45 degrees. If you collect like terms and subtract, you have Y equal to this, and that is 25 degrees. B is the correct option. Question 23. The area of a sector of a circle with diameter 12 cm is 66 square centimeters. If the sector is folded to form a cone, calculate the radius of the base of the cone. Solution. From the question, diameter of the sector D is 12 cm. Now let's get the radius of the sector. That is diameter divided by 2. Divide 12 by 2 and you have 6 centimeters. Area of the sector is 6 square centimeters. Since the sector is folded to form a cone, we can say that area of sector is equal to surface area of cone. That is 6 equal to pi arrow L. Now, by the relationship between a sector and a cone, the radius of the sector is equal to the slant height of the cone. That means L is equal to 6. So you have this result. Multiply through by 7 to clear fraction. You have this. Divide both sides by 22 times 6 to get arrow in this form. If you simplify and reduce and divide, you have 3.5 as the radius of the base of the cone. B is the correct option. Question 24. A chord 7 cm long is drawn in a circle with radius 3.7 cm. Calculate the distance of the chord from the center of the circle. The diagram represents the information. So the required distance is OD, the distance of the chord from the center of the circle. From the information, The length of the chord AB is 7 cm. Half of it, that is AD, equal to BD becomes 3.5 cm. You share it into two equal parts. The radius is 3.7 cm. OD equal to S, the required distance. If you consider any of the triangles, and by Pythagoras rule, the radius is hypotenuse, that is 3.7 squared equal to sum of squares of the other two sides. So you have 13.69 minus 12.25. If you evaluate the square of 3.5 equal to s squared, if you subtract s squared is equal to 1.44. To get s, you take the root of both sides, and s is equal to root of 1.44, and that is 1.2 centimeters. B is the correct option. Question 25. Which of the following is a measure of dispersion? The answer is A, that is range. Now, median is a measure of central tendency or location. You use median to estimate the quartile and percentile. So you have range is a measure of dispersion. Question 26. A box contains 13 currency notes, all of which are either 50 naira or 20 naira notes. The total value of the currency notes is 530 naira. How many 50 naira notes are in the box? So let's denote the 50 naira note with S and 20 naira note with Y. From the question, you combine S and Y, it gives 13. That is S plus Y equal to 13 from the first statement. Now, from the second statement, the total value, that is 50S plus 20Y equal to 530. So you have two equations, 1 and 2. So let's solve both equations simultaneously using substitution method. In that method, you recall any of the equation and you make any of the variable the subject, and you continue the solving process. From equation 1, make Y the subject, because we are looking for 50 naira note. If you make Y the subject, it will enable you to get S without solving for Y. Alright? So if you make Y the subject, you have Y equal to 13 minus S. You call this equation 3 and you put it into equation 2, because equation 1 produced equation 3. This is equation 2. Anywhere you see Y, replace it with 13 minus S in this form. So if you open the bracket, you have this result. You add like terms and collect like terms. So 50S minus 20S is 30S. You transfer this term to the right hand side, you have this result. 30S equal to 270, divide both sides by 30, so S is equal to 9. So you have 9 50 naira notes in the box. D is the correct option. The graph below is for the relation y equal to 2s squared plus s minus 1. Use it to answer questions 27 and 28. 27. What are the coordinates of the point S? You simply trace S to both sides, to both axes. After determining the scale of the graph, so let's start by knowing the scale. The scale used is simply 2 cm to 5 units on y-axis. This implies that one line is 0.5. In other words, two lines combined give 1 unit. And on the x-axis, 2 cm to 1 unit, and this implies that one line is equal to 0.1 unit. So if you trace point S to y-axis, you have it directly at this point. At this point, okay, where S is. Okay, you have it at this point. Okay, S is here. So you trace it. That will give Y to be 2. Y to be 2, and if you trace it down to S, you have 1. You have 1. So by the given options, we'll consider S from here. You trace to this point, that is 2, because 2 lines will give you 1, and you have 4 lines from origin. So you have 2, and when you trace to the S axis, you have 1. So when S is 1, Y is equal to 2. That is option C. 28. Find the minimum value of Y. From the graph, the minimum value is -1. That is not in the option. The closer option is C. So you can go by option C. Let me explain 27 again. Looking at all the options, you have S equal to 1, 1, 1 in all. So you start tracing from 1. You trace 1 to the curve. At the point of intersection, you trace to y-axis. That is 2. Simpler way of getting the coordinates at point S. 29. A ship sails S kilometers due east to a point E and continues due north to F. Find the bearing of F from the starting point. This is the starting point. The ship moves due east of the starting point and it gets to point E. From point E, it moves northwards to point F. So the bearing of F from starting point is this angle. We can say by the given option that it is half of the quadrant. That is 45 degrees. 0, 45 degrees in 3 digits. Question 30. If S ratio Y is equal to 3 ratio 2 and Y ratio Z is equal to 5 ratio 4, find the value of S in the ratio S ratio Y ratio Z. Solution. We have two equations in ratio form. If you look at the two equations, Y is the link between the two equations. So for us to get this, we must ensure that Y has the same value in both equations. So we are looking at 2 and 5. To achieve the same values, you multiply equation 1 by 5 and equation 2 by 2. So you have it in this form. Y values are not the same. So S is equal to 15. C is the correct option. Pythagoras simplified maths. If you are viewing and watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, share and like PSM videos. If you are watching and viewing from Facebook, follow and like the page for more updates. Also share PSM videos.